Rajat Malhotra. I run Wren Capital, which is a full-time professional angel investor. We've been going since January 2011. We've got 24, pretty close to 25 companies in our portfolio. We typically look for, in terms of the investments that we make, we typically look for a unique competitive position. We look for potentially a global market. We look for great people. Can't emphasize that enough. And we look for products which have a compelling ROI for their customers. We invested in a biotech company called Horizon Discovery, which floated on AIM in the springtime. I think it was the biggest biotech float in a long time on AIM. And yes, that's been our most significant success to date. On a personal level, I was voted Angel Investor of the Year in 2013, so that was a small personal milestone. I was introduced to Captive Media by another one of their investors, somebody with whom I've invested a number of times in a number of companies, and somebody who I work pretty closely with, so it was already a very high degree of trust and interest there. That really, kind of ticked a box right up front. So that's how we met them. We were really impressed with the guys, and I think that we felt, in terms of looking at the business and deciding whether to invest or not, kind of two things stood out. One was that they had case studies showing this ROI for brand owners, showing direct return, for making an advertising campaign in Captive Media. And secondly, we felt that, looked at over a decent period of time, the margin, the money that you can make on a per screen basis, not a particularly high utilization, was pretty compelling. So, if one is prepared to take the risk and make the investment up front in getting the screens out there, it doesn't take too much utilization before they are profit generating. So, for us it was just all about funding the business so it can get the screens out there, and that's still the case. And in terms of just answering the second part, I think we looked at that, looked at some competitor products, looked at the people, and that process, obviously negotiating the deal and all of the legals, that probably it was a quicker investment for us. I think it probably only took a couple of months, maybe 2.5, so probably a quicker one for us, but that was broadly the process. So Captive Media is a really interesting company, a number of aspects to it. It absolutely ticked the ROI box, so they were out there with a product in the market, so we weren't taking product development or technical risk. They had got their product ready, working, and out there in the market. And I think the thing that was really interesting then, and even more interesting now because they've got a lot more examples, is that they had real case studies, real customers, and a real ROI. So they were able to show, I think in the case of one beer brand, very significant uplift in sales in where the adverts were running on the Captive Media screens, uptick in sales in those bars, very significant. So, the customer can see, that a spend, an advertising campaign in Captive Media, can generate, X times return in uplift in sales for them, and really directly correlate that because it's, in store in a sense, and it's directly before the point of purchase. It's really easy for customers, for brands to see the effect of using Captive Media screens. So it's far richer and more detailed and closely correlated data than a TV campaign or a newspaper or billboards. It's much more immediate and direct, and that was really compelling because we know that brands are looking for much more understanding of the effect and usefulness spending their advertising money. They are another reason why we invested, or a key reason in fact why we invested. They are incredibly passionate, really driven, very focused, willing to make every sacrifice under the sun to see Captive Media succeed, and they're without doubt one of the most dedicated management teams in the Wren portfolio. They really do try and leave no stone unturned, and so you just know you're always going to get 200% out of them. So that's no question marks there. The biggest concern for me at the time was scale. So they had a small number of screens, and they were, I suppose, relatively disjointedly spread around geographically. So it wasn't a coherent network, as in the way you could compare, all of the billboards across the country or all of the advertising screens on the tube or something. It wasn't a coherent network. So, having that and seeing how the advertising would work and would perform across a coherent network was the biggest challenge. And I think the company has addressed that. It's only in the first stage, so this London network which we've now built, I think it's 30 venues, 60 odd screens in kind of high-end targeted bars in London. So we've got a network which captures a particular demographic, you could say broadly, and now we've got the case studies to go with it, and again showing direct KPI, I beg your pardon, ROIs for the customer. In one case, whilst the whole category was actually on a downward slope during the relevant period, the brand which advertised with Captive Media went up. So it actually, I think for me that's really powerful, that a campaign with Captive Media can send you send a brand in an upwards direction whilst the whole category is actually going down. So it's really powerful. The strength is in the case studies and in repeat purchase and in the interest that they're generating from brands, competitor brands to the ones that have already advertised. I think is really powerful. And the second thing that I think is powerful and compelling about it as a business is that you are, unlike a lot of the kind of startup businesses one looks at, you're actually, this is an asset-rich business. You're building up a valuable asset which you can, to some extent, sweat a return out of. So the future revenues, once you've invested and you've got that critical mass of screens, those future revenues are very high margin and repeat, and they don't require much further investment. So you've got a valuable asset there that you can generate revenue from. I think you've hit upon the greatest challenge for the business. The greatest challenge for the business is being able to fund and get scale. So screens cost money, and being able to grow as quick as we want is the biggest challenge. I think the demand is there. Captive Media's got screens in a number of different countries, and I think we could have tens, if not hundreds of thousands of screens one day. But the challenge is, how do you scale and how do you fund that? I think that's without doubt the challenge for the business. I think it's going to be, an exit is going to be looked at on that asset basis. So a Clear Channel or JC Deco or CBS Outdoor can see, a network that it can simply bolt onto what it's already got, its existing network, and offer something different to their customers in terms of demographics, targeted data and ROI, and you know it's a different offer. But you know I think that a purchaser is buying an asset, which is really in many ways very different from other startups. So I think it's quite unique in that way.